We all think we know money, don't we? Numbers in an account, cash, stuff you work really hard for.
Right. It seems pretty straightforward. Material, tangible.
But what if that's actually, well, missing the bigger picture? What if money isn't just static stuff, but more like a living energy?
An invisible current. Yeah.
Exactly. An invisible current that responds not just to, like, punching the clock, but to our inner world, our thoughts, our feelings.
That's a really compelling idea, especially, when you think about how much frustration people feel just chasing wealth.
Totally. It feels like a hamster wheel sometimes.
So if money is energy, well, understanding that could genuinely change everything, your whole approach.
Absolutely, and that's precisely what we're diving into today. Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive.
Today we're digging into a really transformative perspective from Inga, Reuben Juma Onunga's book, Money is Energy: How to Actively Align Yourself for Financial Abundance.
And Onunga, he's not your typical finance guy, is he?
Yeah. Not at all. He's a seasoned civil and water engineer, so he comes at this from a really unique angle, bridging the technical, the physical laws with the philosophical.
Right. Professor Patsmanchak Odira says in the foreword, it's not merely a manual on financial literacy.
It is a profound meditation on the invisible forces that govern wealth and life itself. It's quite a statement.
It really is. In his engineering background, working with water flow, structures,
Yeah.
it clearly shaped his thinking. He actually says energy is always faithful to law.
When you align with its principles, it works for you. That's the core.
So our mission for this deep dive, to unpack that central idea, money isn't cold, hard cash alone. It's living energy. It responds to alignment.
An invisible current, like you said, flowing, shifting.
Responding to how we think, how we feel, how we act. We want to help you understand how to, magnetize wealth instead of just chasing it endlessly.
Shifting from force to flow, that's the heart of it, I think. And it has huge implications for our daily lives.
Okay, let's dive in. This foundational idea, money is energy. It sounds a bit metaphorical.
Well, yes, but Onunga argues it's more literal than that. He insists money actually behaves like energy does.
Okay, so how does he ground that? Coming from an engineering background, how does he make that connection practical, not just philosophical, like maybe from his work with water or circuits?
That's a great point. He uses the hydrological cycle, water. It evaporates, forms clouds, falls as rain, flows in rivers back to the sea. It's a constant cycle.
Right, always moving.
Exactly. And money, he says, works the same way. It circulates, it transfers form. It absolutely does not thrive when it's stagnant. It needs movement, exchange.
So trying to hoard it, holding on with that, like clenched fist because you're afraid it'll vanish.
That completely misunderstands its nature. It's like trying to dam a river completely.
I can't.
Eventually, the flow stops,
Right.
and your own source dries up.
Wow. Okay, so true wealth isn't just about piling it up, it's about keeping it moving, dynamically circulating.
Precisely. And that clenched fist thing, it can show up in subtle ways. Maybe you're reluctant to invest in yourself, learn new things, or even pay for quality help because you fear letting the money go.
That makes sense. It's a fear-based block to the flow.
And then there's the electricity analogy he uses. For current to flow, the circuit has to be complete, aligned. No breaks.
Okay.
Our beliefs, our attitudes, our actions, that's the circuit for money. If you've got fear or greed or just crippling doubt, those are like breaks in the wire.
So abundance, the energy, it just can't flow through if the circuit's broken by our own mindset.
Exactly. It's a very direct, almost mechanical link between our inner state and the outer financial reality.
I see that parallel now. It's
Right.
not just about opportunities, the wires, but ensuring the money can actually move through them. And he also talks about attraction, like magnets.
Yeah, the principle of attraction. He gives this great example of a trader in a marketplace.
The one who's warm and welcoming.
Exactly. Greets everyone warmly, treats every single exchange with respect, with integrity, maybe even gratitude. That trader attracts more business. It's not just, good service.
It's the energy.
It's the energy of the exchange. They're broadcasting abundance, trust. Compare that to the grumpy trader, the one who complains, hoards, sees customers purely transactionally.
They repel people and money.
Right. Their energy pushes it away. So the money isn't just drawn to the goods, it's drawn to the vibration, the energetic quality of that interaction.
That really flips the script on just working harder, doesn't it? The idea that you have to hunt money down.
Yeah.
For someone raised on effort is everything, how do you reconcile that with this alignment idea?
Well, it connects the dots, I think. It
Hmm.
explains why sheer brute force effort often leads to burnout and frustration if it's not aligned.
Okay.
Anunga uses this brilliant analogy, trying to catch the wind versus aligning a sail. You can wear yourself out trying to grab the wind,
Yeah.
right? Impossible.
Totally.
But align your sail properly. That same invisible wind carries you effortlessly across oceans. Money, he says, is like that wind. It responds to alignment, not force or desperation.
So it invites you, the listener, to really think, does money flow to you? Or does it feel like you're constantly swimming upstream, fighting for every drop?
And the answer, he suggests, is a direct reflection of the energy you're holding inside.
That magnetic pull idea is powerful. So if money is energy and it's attracted by certain states, what about our own internal frequency, our vibration?
That's the next piece of the puzzle. It builds on the energy idea with resonance, like tuning forks.
Okay.
You strike one tuning fork, another one nearby. If it's the same frequency, it starts vibrating too, right? Without even being touched.
Sympathetic vibration, yeah.
So people who cultivate gratitude, confidence, a clear vision for what they want, they are vibrating in the frequency of abundance. They naturally attract wealth, opportunities, help.
And the opposite, fear, worry, scarcity.
They resonate differently. They actually repel money, even if it's right there. It's like, tuning your radio to static and expecting to hear music. You're just on the wrong frequency.
So practically speaking, if your internal station is always tuned to worry FM bills, lack, resentment about others, you're literally blocking the abundance channel.
You got it. You might not even see the opportunities that are right in front of you because your internal signal is just off, misaligned.
Onunga mentions people who sort of radiate success before they even have the big bucks, right?
Exactly. They have this calm assurance. They speak with conviction. They see potential everywhere. That inner energy, that frequency, that's their magnet.
And the opposite. People always talking lack, impossibility, fear.
And vibration is basically a keep out sign for money. And money obeys. It really highlights how our internal state literally shapes our external world.
It really drives home that our inner landscape is key. But, okay, understanding is one thing. How do you actively raise your financial vibration? What are the steps?
He says money responds to the soil of your energy. If the soil is toxic with scarcity, nothing much will grow, no matter how hard you work externally. He gives 3 steps.
Okay, what are they?
First, awareness. Really listen to your daily thoughts. What's the background noise in your head? Is it despair or possibility? Maybe keep a journal or just pause a few times a day. Catch yourself.
Actively listen to that inner monologue. Got it.
Second, emotional mastery. Consciously cultivate gratitude and joy. They amplify your vibration. Things like envy, resentment, anger, they're like energy vampires, draining you. So choose gratitude over grumbling. Maybe start and end your day listing things you're thankful for.
Choose the higher frequency emotions.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And third,
environment. This is huge. Surround yourself with people who talk abundance, who support you, who see possibilities. Limit exposure to constant negativity, gossip, fear-mongering. That includes media, too.
right. So the critical question for you listening right now is, are you actively tending to the soil of your inner and outer world? What frequency are you broadcasting? Fear or faith? Scarcity or gratitude?
It's a daily practice, isn't it?
It really is. And if money vibrates, responds to frequency, then our emotions must be central to setting that frequency. The deep dive calls them the heartbeat of abundance.
Absolutely. Onunga really stresses this. Emotions aren't just feelings, they are powerful frequencies. Think about that rush of pure joy, that deep gratitude when something good happens financially.
That feels amazing.
That feeling, that's a super strong magnet. Gratitude and joy vibrate high, attracting more good stuff. But the flip side, endless worry about bills, that knot of anxiety and fear.
It repels flow.
Exactly. Scarcity thinking breeds scarcity reality. Money doesn't flow towards panic. It flows towards peace, trust, confident expectation.
Wow. He puts it bluntly, too. You cannot expect abundance to blossom in a heart soaked with envy, greed, or resentment. Why are those specific ones so toxic to the flow?
Well, connecting it back, those are low-frequency vibrations. They literally create energetic blockages. Envy focuses on lack, what they have that I don't. Greed comes from fear hoarding because you think there isn't enough. Resentment holds on to old hurts, closing you off.
So they create a hostile environment for abundance.
Totally. Instead, he highlights 4 key emotions for alignment. First, gratitude. More than just saying thanks, it's a deep feeling of, I have enough and I'm ready for more. It opens the door.
Okay.
Second, joy. Wealth loves company, right? Joy attracts people, opportunities. Third, generosity, but given from trust, not obligation. It's like clearing a log jam in a river. It gets the flow moving again.
Oh, that's one.
And fourth, faith. That calm inner knowing, that assurance that things will work out even before you see the proof, it settles the emotional turmoil.
So for you listening,
Hmm.
what's the emotional climate you're creating? Is it fertile ground for growth, characterized by trust and gratitude? Or is it more like a swamp of anxiety and bitterness?
It's a powerful question to sit with.
Okay, from emotions, let's shift to thoughts. The book boldly states, wealth begins in the mind. How does that invisible mental process translate into tangible results?
Onunga's point is that everything visible started as something invisible, a thought, an idea. Our minds are like powerful magnets drawing to us whatever we consistently focus on.
So if your mind is full of scarcity,
You attract lack. If it's full of possibility, opportunity, you attract that. Those limiting beliefs we all carry, money is dirty, rich people are greedy, I'm just not good with money, it's too hard.
yeah, those old tapes.
They form invisible cages. They literally stop money from flowing to you, even when opportunities knock. Liberating beliefs, though, they unlock those cage doors. Think of the Wright brothers thinking flight was possible, or Steve Jobs envisioning the iPhone.
That powerful, focused thought reshaped reality.
Exactly. It wasn't just wishful thinking.
Right. So it's about disciplined mental work. The deep dive gives 3 steps here, too.
It does. Similar to the emotional side, but for thoughts. First, awareness. Catch those recurring negative money thoughts. Are you replaying scripts of struggle? Be the observer.
Step 1. Notice the negative programming.
Second, replacement. Actively, consciously swap out those negative beliefs for empowering ones, like changing "I'll never afford that" to "wealth is flowing to me easily and consistently." It's reprogramming.
Affirmations, but with real intention.
Yes. And third, visualization. Vividly imagine your desired abundant life. See it, feel it, engage all your senses as if it's already real. Live it in your mind first.
It's like mental rehearsal, training the mind like a muscle. And the key insight is that the subconscious mind doesn't really know the difference between vivid imagination and reality.
That's the power of it. When your inner world is fully convinced, the outer world has to start shifting to match that dominant inner picture.
So again, for you listening, what mental blueprint are you consistently drawing? Are you actively weeding out the negative thoughts and planting seeds of possibility?
Yeah?
Are you feeding your mind like you train your body?
It requires that level of diligence. But okay, thoughts, emotions, beliefs, crucial foundation. But Onunga is very clear. Action is energy in motion. How does action link inner alignment to outer results?
Yeah, this is critical. His message is stark. Without action, energy remains potential, never realized in the material world. Action is the bridge, the non-negotiable step between dreaming and having.
Right. He uses the farmer analogy again. Visualizing the harvest is great, feels good.
But it won't fill the barn.
Exactly. You have to plant the seeds,
Yeah.
till the soil, water the crops. Action is the visible proof that your inner belief is alive.
But he also distinguishes between just being busy motion and aligned motion, right?
Yes, this is key. Lots of people run around frantically, working crazy hours, chasing money with sheer unfocused energy. Like that treadmill analogy again. Lots of motion, no real forward progress.
It's spinning wheels.
True action, aligned action, is different. It's intentional, it's consistent, it's directed towards specific, worthy goals that flow from your inner alignment. It's purposeful, not just busy.
Think of someone methodically building a valuable skill versus chasing every shiny new get-rich-quick object.
Exactly. And here's the cool part. Aligned action actually attracts reinforcement. When you step out in faith, guided by that clear vision and positive emotion,
Opportunities appear.
often, yes, doors open you didn't even know existed, the right people show up, resources materialize. It's like the universe conspires to help you when you move with aligned intention.
And persistence is key too, he says.
Absolutely. Those small daily actions, saving consistently, refining your craft, making those calls, learning something new, they compound. Like tiny drops of water carving a giant canyon over time. It's not usually one giant leap.
So the question for you is, are your actions scattered, maybe driven by panic? Or are they focused, consistent demonstrations of your intentions? What's one small, aligned action you could take, even today?
Something that moves the needle, however slightly.
Now, this next part feels really important and maybe less intuitive for some. Relationships as channels of financial energy. It moves beyond just my thoughts, my actions.
Yes, it brings in our interconnectedness. His metaphor here is powerful. A river. No river flows alone, right? Streams join streams. They become mighty rivers supporting vast ecosystems.
Okay.
Think about it. Every single cent you've ever received came through another person. From your parents, an employer, a customer, a friend. Wealth is fundamentally about connection, exchange between people.
Wow, I never really thought of it exactly like that. Every dollar came through human hands.
Exactly. And he points to successful business communities throughout history, the Jews, Indians, Chinese, Kikuyu, Igbo. Their strength wasn't just individual smarts.
It was the network, the collective connection.
Precisely. Members become channels for each other. They share knowledge, support opportunities. They circulate wealth within the community.
So being isolated, trying to do it all alone, it's not just lonely. He calls it financial suffocation.
That's the term he uses. Stark, isn't it? And beyond money, he talks about those invisible currencies within relationships.
Like trust,
Yeah.
goodwill.
Exactly. Trust, goodwill, kindness, integrity. In the long run, these are often more valuable than money. They build reputation, open doors, create loyalty. Think about who you'd rather do business with long term.
Someone you trust, definitely.
So these relationships need nurturing, not exploiting. Generosity is vital. It strengthens the bonds, keeps those living conduits open for abundance to flow back to you. The miser finds their channels dry up. The generous person often finds money circulating back in unexpected ways.
So for you listening, are you nurturing your connections? Are you building trust and goodwill? Or are you perhaps neglecting these vital channels?
It's a relationship audit in a way.
And that flows perfectly into the next point, the rhythm of giving and receiving. Life is rhythm, isn't it? Tides, seasons, heartbeat, breath.
Inhale and exhale, exactly. Onunga says giving and receiving are two inseparable parts of that same universal rhythm. Giving isn't losing something.
It's releasing energy.
Releasing energy into the flow, trusting it will return, often multiplied. Like the farmer sowing seed, they release the seed, trusting the soil, and season will bring back a harvest.
An act of faith in the cycle.
Absolutely. And a hand clenched tight in fear, unable to give. That same hand can't receive either. It's blocked.
But some people struggle with receiving too, right? Feeling unworthy.
Definitely. They might deflect compliments, push away help, feel guilty about accepting payment, sabotaging the inflow. The point is, money flows best in open systems.
So a heart that can both give freely and receive gratefully acts like a wide, clear channel.
Perfectly put. A balanced channel. It allows the energy to circulate freely in both directions. So think about your own life. Is that rhythm of giving and receiving flowing smoothly for you? Or is it blocked somehow, maybe tilted too far one way or the other?
Okay, bringing this all through to conclusion. This deep dive talks about aligning with natural and divine laws. This sounds big, like there's a cosmic rulebook for finances.
In a way, yes. Onunga argues the universe isn't chaos. It's governed by order, by laws, both seen and unseen. He talks about natural laws we observe. Cause and effect, you reap what you sow, financially and energetically.
Sow good seeds, get good results.
Right. The law of growth tend to your investments, your skills, they expand. Neglect them, they wither. The law of balance hoarding creates stagnation. Waste leads to lack. Find the middle ground.
And the law of seasons.
Yes, crucial. A time to plant, invest, learn, work hard. A time to wait and allow growth, patience. And a time to harvest, receive, enjoy. You can't force the harvest in the planting season.
That makes so much sense. We often forget the waiting part.
And then there are divine laws, ones that maybe transcend pure logic, like the law of generosity, give and it will be given back to you, or the law of trust, seek first the kingdom, prioritizing spiritual alignment over just chasing material things.
So money isn't separate from these higher principles.
Not at all. It's a servant within that higher order. Integrity keeps it a blessing, not a curse. Trying to operate outside these laws invites struggle. Aligning with them ensures wealth not only arrives, but lasts. So the question is, how aligned are your day-to-day financial habits with these bigger, timeless principles?
Wow. That's deep. So if we manage to align our thoughts, emotions, actions, relationships, and respect these laws, what does it actually mean to live in the frequency of wealth as like a permanent address?
Yeah, not just visiting Abundance Avenue, but actually living there. It starts with identity, seeing yourself fundamentally as a steward of abundance, a magnet for resources, a creator of value, not a victim, not a struggler. That's the core shift.
Changing who you believe you are in relation to money.
Exactly. And that's sustained by habits. Daily gratitude, faith in action, consistent generosity, disciplined choices, they reinforce that new identity. Then there's balance. Work and rest, giving and receiving, ambition and contentment, keeping money as a tool, not letting it become the master.
Finding that equilibrium.
And it needs purpose. Aligning your financial energy with something bigger than just yourself, serving others, creating something meaningful. That gives money direction and power. And finally, surrender.
Surrender. How does that fit?
It's that peaceful trust. Doing your part, aligning yourself, and then trusting that what you need will arrive in the right way, at the right time, letting go of anxious striving, knowing even challenges are just course corrections.
So the ultimate reflective question is, who are you becoming in this journey with money and with life itself?
That's really what it boils down to.
This has been, well, truly mind-expanding. A deep dive into Evol, Reuben Juma Onunga's work, showing us money not as inert stuff, but as living energy.
An invisible current, yeah, influenced by our thoughts, feelings, actions, connections.
The rhythm of giving and receiving, and our alignment with these deeper laws. The huge shift is moving from that frantic chase.
See, consciously magnetizing wealth through alignment, inner and outer.
As Onunga concludes so powerfully, abundance is a current, and it flows where channels are open.
Effort combined with that alignment, that turns struggle into power. Like the farmer who plants the right seeds in fertile ground in the right season, they can expect a joyful harvest. It's natural law.
And the book leaves us with this incredible truth, doesn't it? Money, like energy, is not against you. It is for you. It is waiting for you.
And when you align with its frequency, financial abundance will not just visit you. It will dwell with you always.
Wow. So we've given you a tour of these transformative ideas. The invitation now, for you listening, is to step into this flow.
Think about it. What's just one small channel, maybe a thought pattern, an emotion, an action, a relationship that you can consciously open or align starting today to invite that current in?
What would it really look like, feel like, for you to stop wrestling with scarcity and actually start dancing with abundance in every part of your life?